let's hear it. Mabel, can you do better? All the way in the back. Very nice. Okay, let's hear from this side. I'm gonna give you a second chance. Let's hear from this side. Can you all do better? Let's hear from everybody now. Alright, I love this crowd. I think we can hype things up a little bit more. When I say Leon, oh my god, say Daddy. I'm loving this crowd so much. Should I do a giveaway? Hold on, who wants free stuff? You gotta get on your feet. You can have the giveaway stuff. Okay, I got you. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. We are celebrating Resident Evil Requiem. Okay, are you all ready for our special guest? You get louder than that, come on. And for the voices of Leon Kennedy, Grace Ashcroft, and the girl. Nick Apostolides,
I want to do something really funny. It's their first panel ever, and so I want everyone to be dead silent until I flip the phone around to you guys, and then you go ballistic.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
You want to count down or you're good?
We're good.
Okay.
They'll know what to do. Okay. Hey guys, Angela, Delanie, are you ready for your first panel?
We're ready. Yeah.
Flip around here.
Well, let's dive into everybody. Look at all these people. We got a packed house. I think we're sold out. How does it feel to see this amazing crowd, everybody?
That's crazy, guys.
Amazing. Good quality.
First panel, give it up for that one more shot.
So, Delanie, one of my questions is favorite line. I feel like the girl doesn't really. Do you remember a moment or like an audible that you made that sticks out to you?
You know, it's gonna take a second, but I think I've whittled it down to let's pray.
What about you? So many great Grace lines.
Whatever it takes, count me in.
Nick, I gave you a list. I was like, here's a list of iconic lines from Leon, by the way. I mean, you can take one of those if you'd like.
At this point, I got like a papyrus scroll. And this one, you know, I played the game one time, and I want to play it a few times to see which become my favorite from this one. But I think a runner-up right now is, when's the last time you brushed your teeth?
Okay, who gagged when they heard that? I was playing that was like, no, he did not. That was so iconic. Okay, so obviously these characters are so different. I'd love to know how you all found the voice. Maybe it came very easily, or maybe you had to work on it a little bit. Delanie, what about for you, for the girl? I mean, did that come naturally, or did you have to like work on that?
Honestly, it's a little scary, but it did come naturally. I kind of just saw the pictures, and instead of actually having lines, they just gave me objectives. So they gave me like long breaths, or 5 hurried breaths, or growls and screams, and this and that, death throes. So it was more just imagining what it would be like to be a big scary monster out of this city. That being what he sounds.
Love that. Angela, what about for you?
I would say I also came quite naturally.
Grace, obviously, it's all in the script, and Capcom was so good at writing that script and creating Grace. And so then once I saw what she looked like, had her backstory, had the lines, it kind of all just came together very naturally.
Okay, love that. What about you for you, for Leon?
I've been portraying the guy for almost a decade now, and for this older version, I had to work his age into the delivery. It's not just the register of it, but also the cadence is a little bit slower. Just working in the body aches of someone who's over the hill, right? So, when I get out of bed, I'm like, oh yeah. And so I'm like, can we just work that in? Because that's kind of legit. So it's that, and also instead of having the bright delivery of like a rookie cop, where it's, I'm Leon Kennedy. You gotta swallow it a bit. Leon Kennedy. Get that gravel that, like, I've seen some battles in my day, and so it was about that, just kind of mixing up a lot of things.
That was super cool. Yeah, because you've been playing him for such a long time, so obviously this was a different approach for sure, so.
Yeah, it's not often an actor gets to portray a character over 3 decades of his life, and so I had to really put a lot of thought into this. I've portrayed him 4 times now, and this was by far the most challenging, the one I really had to put some thought into.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm loving their answers, right, everybody? This is like... Did anybody watch the Mocap extra at the end of the game? I did.
Cool.
I did. I thought it was so neat. Delanie, I'm not sure if you did Mocap or not.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, did they have you doing like the girl? I'm like, probably not. But I would like to pick both of your brains about what the Mocap experience was like, and then for all 3 of you, what the VO experience was like. So why don't we start with you for this one?
I love performance capture. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's when they are recording your facial expressions, your voice, and your body data all at the same time. It's much like acting in theater.
Mm-hmm.
They're filming every minute of it, every moment, and I like that because I feel like you're inside the body more, and you get to breathe life into different parts of the character, right? So a lot of mannerisms, a lot of little things, the way they move, little gun flips and all that stuff, that's part of the character's personality. When you get to have a little control over that, suggest things, when Capcom, every time they said, yeah, that's cool, let's do that, that's a part of the character. And so I love breathing life into the performance capture of Leon. And then in the vocal booth, that's when you do a lot of those, the death screams, the curdles,
So extremely.
taking hits, and that stuff is physical. And at the end of a 4-hour session, you are sweating, you're tired, you're hungry, you're cold. I need a shower. It's very physical stuff, kind of like a different animal. So I kind of separate those two, but I really enjoy both for what they are.
I loved motion capture. I think it enabled us to really pull up the horror elements, because at least for Grace, so much of it is, I'm being dragged across a room, or I'm being, flipped upside down and my blood is being drained out of me. And so by doing motion capture, I was actually put in those situations where I was close to them, the same.
We drained her blood.
Yeah. And I think that brought kind of a reality and a groundedness to our performances, which I'm sure we could also attempt to capture in a booth, but I think when you're actually put upside down and people are holding you down, you're gonna give a more naturalistic performance. So I just loved motion capture, and for me, it was really like doing theater in the round, but then you have the intimacy of film and television because the gamer or the audience is right there with you. And for me also with voice, I knew that a big part of Grace was going to be those moments of fear when her voice is shaking and she's breathing really frantically. And so I could feel that with my helmet on, with the camera there. I knew what the audience was going to be listening to at all times. And so, yeah, it just kind of helped us really get into the body and voice in a way that, I'm very grateful for.
Very cool. Delanie, what was your process like?
Basically, I wasn't walking around like a big scary monster. I was in a chair in a closet, but they did have 3D models of basically almost every move that I did. So I got to see everything that I was doing in real time, and they kind of gave me objectives like you're searching after a toy or you're playing hide and seek. You're looking for someone, peekaboo. Something I did end up doing, since I'm not actually a big scary monster, is they wanted a very thick consistency to my spit, and they wanted gurgling noises and clicking and things like that. We did 2 4-hour sessions, I think, and I went through 2 jugs of milk about this big, just thick enough I spit. I had to lay a towel on my lap because with the way my mouth was arranged, my lower lid was jutted down and it was just dripping into my lap. I had to clean it off the pop filter. It was flinging across the room. So, oh my gosh, that was one thing.
That was the coolest behind the scenes story ever. I'm like, what?
And then after the VO session, she would climb through the ceiling. Stuff like that's crazy. That's what we go through to do these voices to guys sometimes. You have no idea of the tactics that we use.
Do either of you have a crazy story like that?
Yeah.
Did you have to do anything weird, maybe not for this role or for another role?
Yeah, actually, there's a kind of famous story out there. Some of you might have heard this in interviews in the past. Also, for Resident Evil 2 remake, some of the, when Leon gets impaled, all those death efforts and everything, sometimes the director would say, imagine a big claw, impales you through the stomach, and we want to hear that curdle, and then the lights, leave your body and stuff. You have to visualize that, so I would do cranberry juice, and so I would put some cranberry juice in the back of my throat, and then be like, all right, action, and you get that, and you just hear that, syrupy stuff, right?
Oh.
And accidentally, and I do not recommend this to anybody, but accidentally I choked myself out. I passed out in the booth. Because I was newish to voiceover, and I wasn't familiar with techniques and tricks to make things sound that way. So I put my hands around my neck and gave that like that. And after 4 hours of yelling and screaming, my brain was just low on oxygen, we'll say.
Oh, wow.
And it was the very last take of the game, and I just passed out in the back of the booth. I think I fell down like a tree in the forest, and the director was in the room with me, and he thought it was part of my gag. Until he saw that my face was pale and my leg was shaking. And he comes down and he goes, "Hey, man, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I just passed out." I was like, "Did I break anything?" They put that take in the game.
That thing's crazy.
Don't try it at home, please.
How do you one up that story? I should have asked you first.
I can't one up that.
Yeah, I know.
My closest thing was just that Grace is always so anxious and afraid, and her breath is like. So I basically would just hyperventilate. I would run laps around the volume, is what we call it, and I would just work myself up into such a tizzy, and then I'd be like, I'm ready, and then they'd call action and we would go. But I would often hyperventilate. But
Oh my god.
I hope it worked.
It did. How many times I screamed, "Run, Grace, run!" when I was playing. So funny. Okay, so what is your favorite scene or a scene that shook you to your core that made you think this is really special? Whether it was a scene y'all did or you watching it and you were like, oh, I really love that performance.
Stay going.
I would say I loved all of the scenes where the emotional stakes that we had to get to were the highest. And so what stands out to me is when, spoiler, can I say spoiler?
Are we okay with spoilers here? Depends on the crowd. Okay. The crowd is so
Okay, you've seen this actually in the trailer, when Alyssa dies. That scene where I have that really guttural, primal scream because my mom has died in front of my eyes. That was probably my favorite scene to do because it was the first scene that I had ever had to do in my career where I had to get to such an emotional state in such a short period of time. And obviously, not every day you get to act like your mom's been, pale, her head's been chopped off in front of your eyes. So I just loved the challenge of that, and I also, weirdly, I love screaming and crying. So I think I just like that challenge and that kind of...
So that wasn't the trailer, so not a spoiler, but if you don't want spoilers, click your ears for this one, okay? You good? Okay, good. Just warning you guys. Okay, what about for Delanie? Was there a scene that you're like, wow, this game is really something special?
Man, I mean, I've been trying not to spoil myself on the game, so I've only been watching the bits that I'm in to see people's reactions. But am I allowed to? What?
Are we okay if you plug your ears? Plug your ears. Okay, plug your ears. I'm giving you a warning now.
When he died, it was really sad, and I didn't like it. That was not that good.
Yes, that was terrible. Oh my gosh, how many of you shot and how many of you didn't shoot? That was the question.
Did shoot.
Didn't shoot. I know, that was so bad. I was like, what are they doing to us emotionally here? But that's why we love these games, right? We have emotional damage. What's wrong with all of us? Nick, what about for you?
I'll keep it a little bit more general. The entire Leon revisiting the RPD station, that's also in the trailer as well. That, when I found out, Angel remembers this, the very first day when we all just like sit at the round table, introduce ourselves to the team, and you learn what the project is going to be about very early on, about over 2 years ago now. When they said, yes, we're going back to the RPD station, and I was like, whoa, what? And the guy was like, yeah, we're going back. That gave me goosebumps. And then when we finally got to filming that, you didn't have to convince me that that was going to be heavy for Leon. I understood it because, you know, from RE2 Remake, but also just the lore, his canon in general. The RPD station is where his whole career, his whole life began, really. And so I was like, this is going to be fun to play with as an actor, like just the gravity of going back to that building. So going there, I just had goosebumps the whole time, and that was special. And then playing it with my little brother, when we went back, I was literally holding him. I was like, David, we're about to enter. Oh God, okay. And we went in, and I was just like, I was like holding myself. The music hit, and I don't want to say more, but
Yeah, it was a great moment.
it was
As a player.
I actually think when they first showed us RPG, you were literally went. Reaction.
Yeah.
It was so cute. Let's line things up a little bit. Did any scenes make you laugh, or do you have a funny moment that you remember?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
So for all of the scenes, I can't remember what the room is called, but at the very end when we're in that big, do you know what I'm talking about? That big kind of,
Oh, the huge.
yeah, the huge like dome room, the arc. So in order to capture us kind of moving like this when everything's going down, Kate Saxon, our performance director, thought it would be great to put us on a wobble board. A wobble board is basically just a big plank of wood with wheels under it that actually makes you like do all of these things, and it was so funny. So on the wobble board, we had our stunt guys on the wobble board with us, and it was hilarious. We were like crashing into each other, mucking up tape. It was so good.
That's funny.
wobble board. That's how she would say it. Let's see. This is like indirectly funny. I was giggling on set constantly. So Tony, I'm gonna give Tony a shout out. The guy who plays Victor Gideon, his name is Tony Byrne, and he's so good. And so when they were building the character, they were figuring out what he wanted to be like. Him and the director Kate Saxon, they're brilliant together. They worked together many times, and they would play around, and they were thinking about like reptilian, like little nuances and movements. And so Tony, he's a theater actor, he's a character actor, and he was doing all these like twitches. The first scene I had with him, I already knew him as a guy, and he was fantastic, just a nice guy. But he would have these tics, these twitches, like these little reptilian, like snake things, like little, and it was so creepy when we were doing the scenes that when we yelled cut, I was giggling because I was so uneasy and so unsettled by this guy in front of me that they'd be like, cut, and be like, Tony, you're killing me, man. Just these moments, and they're in the game, you can see it when he's like, and it's just creepy and off-putting, but he makes a good villain, doesn't he?
So really great villain. That was so fun.
Giggling out of uneasiness.
Okay, Delanie, what about for you?
Oh man, I'm just by myself in the booth. I mean, I found it funny that every time one of my directors really liked something, I would see him in the Zoom meeting, just a little tiny square go.
I love that. Talking about villains, I was gonna say, can we talk about the real villain here, Grace's boss? And you're on a case where involved with unaliving. I was like, what is happening right now? But we love Resident Evil for all of its craziness. But I did want to ask, favorite villain from the games?
I think I just said mine.
Yeah.
Gideon just because he was so memorable and so weird, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, me too. He was so good. We didn't have to act. Like, he was so terrifying in person that we were all so uneasy. He was the best.
No shade to the girl bodies. We love the girl. What about for you, Delanie?
I mean,
You can pick yourself.
I can say that. I haven't played the game yet, so I have to think that. But
We'll lock in the girl. People customer screamed so much when the girl unalived them so many times. I was just like, she scanned me all the time. It's so funny. We also need to talk about the fervor, the feral passion for Leon. So, why do you think for this game it's been more intense than ever?
I really don't know why it's so intense. Yeah, he's zaddy now.
Oh, did you hear the crowd?
I've heard the crowd, I've seen the memes, I've been tagged in the 3 billion videos and edits, and they're funny, guys. They're just funny. You know, if you become that, like, hey, if you're a fan for a reason, just enjoy it. That's it. But if it makes you happy, go for it. That's what I say.
I love it. And why do you both love Leon? What do you love about Leon?
I love that he saves me.
Yeah.
No, I think genuinely Leon becomes sort of like a mentor to Grace, and I think there's a lot of parallels with young Leon from day one with Grace and that relationship, and I think that's really beautiful, and I think they balance each other out so well. I mean, he is strong and courageous in a way that Grace isn't, and I think Grace still is courageous. She's in a way the definition of it because she feels the fear and she moves straight through it, but yeah, I just love it. So I love it.
Thank you.
And Delanie has played the game, but yeah.
Backflips.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay, so I did want to ask. Obviously, there's tons of crazy TikToks, insane mods. Have you never seen PG, obviously, but have there been any that you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening here?
Oh, I love the burger card. Is it? Anybody?
Is it?
SpongeBob.
Yeah. So somebody's seen our making mod. Wait, I haven't seen.
They
I haven't
made
seen
the
that one actually.
made the Porsche like a Krabby Patty.
That is hilarious.
Battle, and I think that's hilarious.
That's so good.
I love the mod community is awesome. So if you're listening, mod community, keep it up.
And Thomas the Tank Engine made a return. That was my favorite from R2 game.
Have you guys seen any fun edits or no?
No, I haven't seen the Leon, favorite.
Oh,
But send them my way. I'd love to see
you don't
it.
see over your FYP, by the way. So are you ready for that? Because it'll happen. But yeah.
Have you seen it? I saw someone turn me into Shrek.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness.
A
Okay.
little disturbing, but I appreciate it.
It's super funny. Well, anything that you want to say to the fans before we open to the fan Q&A for a little bit?
Oh, we just love you guys. I've been saying this a lot, like this on Sunday. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but we're celebrating our 30th anniversary of Resident Evil on Sunday. It's only a good handful of ongoing franchises who are celebrating their 30th who ever get to say that. Resident Evil is one of them, but that's because of you guys. Capcom listens to you guys. You want more. You're so loud about it. You love it. You share your passion. It's because of you guys. So thank you. Thank you.
I have to say, I remember probably on our second shoot, Nick said, just you wait for the fandom. And I was like, what do you mean? And I have been blown away by all of your kindness and your love I mean, I don't think that I appreciate it so much when you bring a new character into such a beloved franchise. It's very scary because you don't know if people are gonna accept her and love her. And I just have to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being so kind and so welcoming. And yeah, just welcoming me into the Resident Evil family. It's been such a blessing, so thank you. Honestly, wasn't expecting people to be this excited about the monster who makes noises, but you guys have been so kind, so I really appreciate it. I've had so many people tell me welcome to the family, which it's been great. So as the first video game, I really, really appreciate it. I could not think of a better franchise to jump into.
We have a mic in the center. If you would like to line up, we'll try to answer as many as we can here. And
It's that dog.
just a gentle reminder, there are children here. Please do not ask anything inappropriate. No shipping questions. Please keep it PG. If you have specific requests like shoutouts, please go see them at their booths, right? You guys will be here all weekend long.
Yeah, we're here all
So
weekend.
specific shoutout requests, make sure you do that. They do not answer any technical or industry questions about their IP, so please be respectful. If you're not, we will decline your question respectfully. Thank you. Let's begin.
Let's begin. This it? Wait, you back?
We hear you.
Oh, okay. This is gonna sound really stupid, but realistically, how much backflips can each of you do?
Exactly 0.
I second that. 0. Nada.
That's a good fan question, though.
It's
This is a question for Nick. How did you feel when you were reading the scripts about Mr. X and Hawkeye?
Blown away, dude. I'm a diehard fan. I've been a fan probably longer than you've been alive. And so when they told me that X was come back, I had the same reaction, right? They said like a zombie X, and I was like, what? That was cool. And then Hunk's the legend, and I just really that was my impression was, oh my god. And I actually I thought it was really important for the fans of 2. There's so many fans of Resident Evil 2. How many are there? The popular Leon meme was every time he got hit by X and he gives that like, and he gets thrown on the ground. I was like, we call that back, guys. This will be crazy. So when he gets hit, I was like, what if we say, I remember you? He gets slammed against the wall. It's like, I remember that too. That's because I'm a fan of this stuff, so I throw those in.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Really good.
Cute dog.
So cute.
You can just leave the mic on there and talk into it.
For those of you that have played the games, what is your favorite zombie?
Does that include like villains, zombies, everything? I mean, I'm gonna give a shout out to Chunk because when he came through that door, oh my god, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
I think Chunk is pretty cool.
I haven't played the whole game, I have to be honest. However, you know that the very scary. That honestly, every time I see her, I just run the other way. That woman was like singing. And,
Oh god. Yeah.
oh my god, like the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.